Welcome to the dungeon guide for the Tower of Babil. First batch of trash is nothing special. Avoid the AoEs and enjoy riding the train. First boss of this dungeon is Barnabas. Barney will use ground and pound to start off with. This ability targets a random player and does a line AoE in their direction. Next, he will surround the arena with blue goop. Make sure to stay out of this. From here on out, his ground and pound ability will not show the AoE outline till right before it hits, so you need to watch his wind up animation to make sure you stay out of the way. Barney will now cast Dynamic Scrapline. This ability surrounds both him and the player with either a positive or a negative charge icon. He then casts a circle AoE around himself. If you have the same symbol he does, you want to stand as close to the outline of his AoE circle as possible, as he will push you back. If you have the opposite charge, he will draw you in, so you want to position yourself as close to the outer blue goop ring as possible so you don't get hit by the AoE. Shocking Force will apply our friend the stack marker onto a random player, stack to share damage. Barney Boy will now walk out into the blue goop ring and cast Dynamic Pound. This ability works the same as Dynamic Scrapline did, except this time it's in a line. When you have the opposite charge here, you still want to make sure you position yourself as far away from the line as possible. It pulls you in quite a ways, and he will quick cast a laser right after, so you don't want to be in the middle of the arena. Finally, our wannabe electrician casts Thunder Call. This ability causes 4 orbs to be summoned around the arena. These orbs will then emit an AoE circle combined with a rolling scrapline cast. Get to the safe zone to avoid getting hit. From here on out, everything repeats till Barney's life status is changed to a death status. Nothing special about the second bunch of trash, however you do get to ride in a snazzy elevator that made me feel nostalgic for old Star Wars games. Second boss is Loogie. Loogie starts off by casting Thermal Suppression. This ability does a huge AoE that can't be dodged, so just heal through it. Next, Loogie will fire some snot rockets at you by casting Magitech Missile. Avoid the AoE damage. The next ability is Magitech Ray. This is a line AoE that once again targets random players. Avoid as usual. Boss will now use Magitech Chakram. This ability brings up a couple different floor pedals that you can step on. For his first cast, you want to step on the purple pedal to shrink down. This will allow you to avoid the incoming saw blades. He fires 2 rounds of saws, so once you step on the pedal, stay in your little form and attack him. The debuff wears off on its own, so you don't need to step on the pedal again. Magitech Explosive will cause 3 explosive bombs to spawn around the arena. These bombs spawn AoEs, so run to the side that doesn't have one to avoid the damage. Loogie will now cast Downpour and once again activate the pedals. This time you want to hop on the green frog pedal to avoid the damage. You can't hit him while you're in the frog form, so just dodge the abilities and stay alive until Downpour finishes. Final batch of trash comes with these nifty hands that slam down on the circular platforms, doing AoE damage. Pull the mobs to the skinny middle pathways to avoid any issues. Final boss is the Anima. Annie starts off the fight by casting Lunar Nail. This ability causes 7 purple swords to spawn around the arena. The boss will then cast Phantom Pain, which causes the swords to become connected, creating a little prison. Step onto the square that isn't surrounded by the lines to avoid the damage. Mega Graviton will cause 4 black holes to spawn in each corner of the room. These black holes will each spawn an orb that connects to a player with a purple line. Run away from your orb until the purple line changes to an orange line. You will then be pulled in towards your black hole, but won't take any damage if you did it correctly. During this mechanic, the boss will also cast Pater Patri, which is a line AoE that needs to be avoided. The boss will now cast Boundless Pain. This will pull everyone towards the center of the room and create a giant freaking laser beam that slowly expands, growing bigger and bigger. Move to the outside of the arena to avoid getting hit. Erupting Pain puts the targeted AoE on each party member, spread out to avoid nuking the group. At around 65%, the boss will cast Imperatum and suck everyone into a new dimension. In this dimension, there will be a chaos meter that functions as an enrage timer. If it hits 100, your group will automatically lose. In this new dimension, the boss will cast Obliviating Claw. This will cause spikes to spawn first on the left side of the boss and then on the right. These spikes will shoot across the arena doing fast line AoEs with the left side going off first. Make sure you are moving into a safe zone well in advance. The second Obliviating Claw the boss does will spawn yellow circles onto random players, each with an arrow. These circles cause 4 spikes to cascade out based on the direction the arrow is pointing. Move away from everyone to prevent damage. Repeat until Annie is killed, at which point you will be sucked back up to the original dimension to kill her again. Keep doing the mechanics till the boss's insides become his outsides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.